Hi. So this is a safe space for you if you have a pure, innocent soul. But if you don't, well, enjoy the information and enjoy the consequences that follow. All right. Let's get into it. So, the reason a lot of karmic, narcissistic individuals, especially people in the government, are going to be committing suicide is because they're going to be experiencing financial droughts. They're not going to be getting financial backup. And a lot of the people that was doing a whole lot of fuck shit, they're about to experience emotional drought, mental drought. It's going to be easy to sway them. If you go into an insurance office and you say that there's something on the policy that's not up there, they're going to be like, okay, and they're going to do it. And somebody else might be around and be like, wait, I looked this up and that's not here. And they're going to get sued. And basically a lot of people are going to be getting a lot of money. So a lot of people in the government especially are going to be committing suicide from financial drought. So what they're going to try to do is play nice with the public because they want that unconditional love. Imagine living in a country where you feel you can't even be yourself or somebody going to try to hospitalize you. Welcome to motherfucking America. Not anymore. The same people that created these laws that said you had psychosis if you spoke truth about the injustices they're doing, they're going to be the same ones looking for pity, death threat, and grief because this is their weakness. They're afraid of being abandoned. Okay? They're afraid that if you know exactly what they have going on, no more is it going to be, because in Christianity they taught, forgive your enemies, it'll fix itself. No. Forgive your enemies and do something about it. God's karma is greater than the justice in the courtroom. I repeat, God's karma is greater than the justice in the courtroom. I repeat, God's karma is greater than the justice in the courtroom. I repeat, God's karma is greater than the justice in the courtroom. I repeat for all to hear, God's karma is greater than the justice in the courtroom. All right? So, during this time, you're going to notice codependency is at its highest. And a lot of empaths have been trained to just, tolerate the obvious abuse of people not respecting their boundaries. Because a lot of us empaths have really had this belief instilled in us that we don't have any support, especially with the system. But the system's changing because the police force is turning on the government. Actively as we speak, they turn on the government because a lot of benefits are being canceled. They're saying they're running out of funds, and they're like, so you telling me you want me looking for somebody who ain't starting no trouble with us and is peaceful when they around? Yes, the police was looking for me because the government sent them out looking for me because I'm speaking truth. But when we around people that's full of trauma and not healing, our lives put in danger. So the police force had this awakening. I like being around hippie-like people at least. Shit, damn, I know I ain't gonna get, caught up in some fuck shit and I get to go home to my family. You put me around people in fucking suits and ties, and then I'm winding up in some fucking murder mysteries. So the police force is actually starting to turn on the motherfucking government. Now, during this time, you may be triggered to just be like, let me tolerate this But source is saying, nip it in the bud. Be honest with the person when this happens. The abuser stressed the empath. It's heart chakra, so empath has difficulty releasing toxicity. Empath is verbally abused. Empath is forced to regurgitate limiting beliefs that go against the knowing of their root and sacral chakra. The empath is continually burdened to prevent energy clearance. So this is, let's say, I see you like moving away from me, and I'm basically hide and jerking you, right? And I'm basically trying to, have you feel shame and guilt so that you can basically give me your unconditional love, so I can not be honest about the drought that I'm experiencing. And instead of being devoted to myself, I'm trying to create a new cycle of emotional manipulation. And whenever you're like, no, I don't want nothing to do with you, I become abusive. And I form trauma bonds with you, quick, steady, on a consistent basis. I'm constantly sending you negative energy, right? So that you can commit suicide. And all of this started from somebody who lacked accountability. Now, this spiraled out of control because wanting to control an empath started out as, you're going to come back to me at a certain time. But when that didn't work, the exploitation got worse. Sexual abuse. Started targeting their children. So this is where, when you start noticing somebody who is in an energy to gaslight you, because just setting boundaries, because when I start, expressing irritation, I have people like, I'm concerned about you right now, but they have clearly been doing emotional abuse, right? This is where you understand that I understand that you're going to emotionally abuse me and exploit me, and you're going to try to use your position of authority to basically, run shit. But let me be honest. Here's where we have to learn how to communicate. Excuse me. I understand that our passing is temporary, and I do not have an interest to have unwanted conversations with you. In fact, you're making me feel very uncomfortable, and I'm going to report you to 311. Now, when you let them know I'm going to report your ass, this right here is like, what? Because as long as this shit is done in the dark, they happy. They only happy when they do stuff in the dark. As long as their activity is in the dark, it don't matter how long ago it was. It could be 5,000 years ago. They feel safe. But when you let people know what's going on, they go above and beyond to cover their tracks. They start telling on themselves. And the people that they had, used to abuse and exploit you, start turning on them, because they like, shit, if such and such about to go down, I'm not going down with them. So yeah, let them know I don't feel comfortable around you, and I'm going to file a report against you and follow up with that thing. Because people actually are wholeheartedly invested into knowing what's going on. A lot of empaths' mental health has been targeted, and we've been taught that nobody's going to believe you. So when we speak timidly, like, so my dad, he did this and he did that. And when we speak like that, people like, what's your dad do? And it's a joke. We attract predators, right? Because they have been following you for a long time. Think about it. If you an empath and your mental health has been targeted for so long, and you feel like you don't have any support, you don't have the discernment to identify somebody who's healthy for you or who's healthy for you. So more than likely, an unhealthy person is going to try to appear as if they're this calm, healthy, at peace person that you can come to for help. And because you don't actually have the discernment in that point in time, you'll come like, I need help. My dad is not. And it's just like you attract a predator, and you're like, you can see this is another fucking predator. And you go leaving feeling like ain't nobody gonna listen to me. And the predatory dad is just like, because predators look out for predators. Right? So when you experience this enough times, well, you start thinking, don't nobody care. But the truth is, there is more support out here for you than you think. I'm about to report Miss Paula Espania's supervisor, because she's trying to cover up her own tracks. So basically, everybody who is not doing their part is about to get reported. I'm not afraid of no death threats. I'm not afraid of that, none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, I've had over 900 fucking death threats. Please tell me, what the hell is another death threat gonna do, baby? I'm in the process of releasing all fucking fear. And that means talking about it. I'm not concerned about not getting my kids back. I know that's gonna happen. My concern here is the fact of people trying to cover their tracks up by offering money to the American public, thinking that this is going to make everything better. Why not you offer money management skills? And then when the person shows that they're able to maintain the finances and you know, be able to apply it, and have family classes where you learn family finances together. Individual finances and family finances. Learn about the stock market. Learn about life insurance. Like a 12-week course. And when everybody is, you know, as a unit is in harmony, and you're seeing that they're working together as a team, then you give them $12,000. But no. Not if we're just going to give you money, you're going to run through it, and then while you running through it, we're going to be putting out some sneaky-ass agendas so you don't know what happened because you were so blinded by the motherfucking goddamn money. This is what these cricket politicians have been doing. Death threat. Nobody gives a flying fuck. You just highly triggered. I don't give a flying fuck at this point. The American people do not feel safe in America. That is why a lot of Americans are planning on leaving fucking America. So narcissists can basically be in America by themselves. Narcissists in America know that if all the pure-hearted beings leave America, they are going to basically resort to fucking cannibalism. This is how chaotic and conflictual narcissists are, especially the ones with positions of high authority. They are going to become absolute motherfucking beasts again. They're going to go back to caveman status in a motherfucking suit and tie. So, death threat, somebody's triggered, somebody's ego was triggered. I don't really give a flying fuck at this point. I'm done. Don't nobody care about your feelings. You don't care about your own feelings. You done let your lack of self-validation get so out of hand that so many people are motherfucking hurt at this point. Don't nobody got unconditional love for you. It's only justice. Only justice is what you're going to get. Now, I'm about to go file some more complaints against some motherfuckers, all right? Because they gonna get their shit together. And if they don't want to get their shit together, what the American public is gonna do. You understand? Let's rise up together.